Okay. Thanks. Oh, very good. Hi, Bree. How are you?
Great. How about you?
I'm not doing bad. I don't know if you've seen our site, but I've seen yours.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And I got to see yours, which is cool. I've got to commend you on your weight loss. It's impressive.
Thank you.
You know, I've done it once myself, down to about 150, and then right back up again and down again, and the whole cycle.
Oh, yeah.
What are you trying to do differently this time, or what have you done that's brought you the most success?
Well, in the past, I did the yo-yo dieting. I said, I'm going on a diet. I did the carb diet. I did the, no sugar diet. I did all those fads, Weight Watchers. But what seemed to work the most for me and has worked now in long term has been throwing diet out the window. I don't say that word at all. It's all about what you eat, how you view the foods that you eat. I go and talk to kids in elementary schools and stuff about this, and an example that I give them is your car doesn't run unless you give it fuel. And if you put the wrong fuel into your car, it's not going to run properly. And our bodies are a lot like cars. And all the kids are like, oh yeah, you're right. So they really get that analogy because we need those foods to go about our daily lives. But if we put the wrong foods into our bodies, they harm us, cause us to be obese, overweight, diabetes, heart disease. So I kind of have found that food is not something that should be of comfort. I think that, it's always good to have, foods that you enjoy and that you don't deprive yourself of those things. But from a day-to-day basis, you need the correct foods like fruits and vegetables and the foods that were originally meant for us to eat.
Let's talk about the word diet. Right now, it's stated that 95% of dieters who attempt any form of dieting will gain the weight back plus more. I mean, it's just statistically true. I mean, they could guarantee you could not get the flu and you'd still have no problem. But dieting, 95% you're going to gain it back. Why is that?
I feel like people think that they're depriving themselves. I mean, that's how I felt. I felt that I couldn't have that piece of chocolate cake that I enjoy so much because I'm on a diet. If I go about every day and I eat the right foods and I say, well, that chocolate cake's there, I'm not going to deprive myself of that chocolate cake. If I want the chocolate cake bad enough, I'm going to eat it. But it's about not eating that chocolate cake every day on every hour. And I think that's where we get confused. We think that diet, we have to deprive our bodies of everything that we enjoy. But it's not that. It's that you have to have it in moderation. So I think that the conception is misconstrued because you want to say, oh, well, I'm on this diet, so I can only have such and such and such. But if you throw that word out the window, then you have, well, I'm eating healthy, but if I want that chocolate cake, then I'm going to eat it because I know that I'll go back to eating healthy. So it's all about moderation. But I completely agree about the dieting thing. You will gain your weight back.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I've learned that, unfortunately, over the last 3 years. I mean, we've been to over 16, 18 states, and a lot of people have a lot of the same thing to say as far as authors, but none of them, I shouldn't say none of them, but a good part of them all have diets. And the diet thing just does not seem to be working for me. Yeah. I gained weight. I gained weight shooting this.
Originally, I did the Atkins diet, which was the kind of the carb diet when it was a big phase. And I lost about 65 pounds, and then I gained it back and doubled. So, those fad diets, they don't work. It's all about moderation and eating healthy. And get exercise. I mean, that's very important.
Now, what are you trying to teach people on your Facebook page?
Well, what's the weird thing is, I lost all this weight. And then someone approached me and they said, you should compete in a pageant because pageants have platforms that you can go and you can speak about. And it kind of gives you a microphone, I guess, so that you're just not going around saying, I lost this weight and this is what you should do, blah, 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 blah. It gives you that kind of a foot in the door to go into the schools, go into organizations. So I said, well, you know, why not? Why shouldn't I compete in this pageant? So I think what people find so strange is that I've lost 100 pounds and I compete in pageants and I do a swimsuit competition, which people think that is hilarious. I mean, they find that so rare. And, you know, I think through me being in pageants and my goal to become Miss America kind of strikes people as strange, because they have this whole thing with beauty pageant contestants that you have to be a perfect size and a perfect weight. You have to look a certain way. You have to have plastic surgery. But I really want to show young girls and young guys at that you don't have to be a 00. It's, you know, it's all about being healthy, being conscious of what you eat and how you exercise every day. And I've gotten the greatest response from this. And it's been overwhelming. And, you know, I've gotten people to contact me, such as you and Keith Ahrens. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He wrote the book Outrunning My Shadow.
No, but there's been so many authors, I'm sure we've passed by him.
Yeah, he got in contact with me, and he was like, you know, I find it so strange that a pageant girl is, you know, going about saying, hey, I lost 100 pounds, and I'm going to get up on stage in a two-piece swimsuit. But it's all about just letting people know that we've become lazy. I mean, the way we think about eating and the way we don't exercise is crazy. And, you know, I used to be that person that didn't think that I needed to exercise, and I didn't think that, you know, what I ate, you know, I knew that it was making me overweight, and I knew that it was making me obese, but it never clicked how much it was harming my body until I got older and I started to realize, you know, I was at high risk for diabetes, I was high risk for heart disease. You know, all these things came into factor, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to quit the yo-yo dieting. I'm going to do this for good. I'm going to eat healthy. Okay? And I just really want to show people that no matter what your size is or who you are, you can accomplish things that you set your mind to. Our bodies were designed to do these things. We're designed to exercise and designed to eat healthy.
Let me ask you this. Is there a fear in your mind that you'll gain it back? I mean, I hate to put it so bluntly, but is there...
There's huge fear in me that I'll gain it back. But I think I've come to the point where that fear has scared me so much that it's something that I think about every time I put something in my mouth. Every time I do any kind of physical activity, I think about, you know, where did I come from? I came from that yo-yo dieter. I came from the overweight child who got picked on when I was small. I came from all that, and whenever I want to give up and I want to, you know, mess up, I look back at those moments, and it really helps me look forward to the future. So hopefully, every time that I feel like I'm going to fail, I can kind of look back at those bad times that I had, and that can kind of push me forward a little bit longer. So I'm hoping, I pray every day that I never gain my weight back. That's something that I fear every day. I mean, definitely.
It's something that we have all gone through. It's, you know, but you've done so well.
Yeah. So far, 2 years I've kept it off. So
that's an impressive mark. That's a milestone that you should be happy that you got past.
Yeah, oh, I am. Because usually it's 6 months, a year, and then I start slowly gaining back. And
yeah, and by the second year, it's already coming full force. But you did it, so that's cool. One of my last questions is virtually online. What do you feel you do every day? I mean, how are you trying to approach people? What message are you trying to get out there?
Well, I've come to find that some people who are overweight get offended by what I try to do. And that's so weird to me. I feel like if I had someone, whenever I was younger, that was concerned about the way that Americans think about eating and exercising, I feel like I would have viewed things a lot different whenever I was younger, and maybe had changed things more. If I had somebody that was encouraging, I feel like I get on Facebook, I encourage people with motivational quotes. People message me all the time for different recipes. ones that I've come up with my own exercises. And, you know, it's amazing how on the internet you can relate to so many people. But then there are those few that aren't for it at all. They want to continue to live the life that they live. They want to eat the way they want. And, you know, I'm not there just for the overweight people and obese people. It's about getting Americans to think about the right ways to eat and the right ways to get physical activity. Because you can be a size 00 and you can be so unhealthy by the way you eat. It's just the way that your body processes foods and exercise differently than others. So I'm not just trying to get overweight and obese people. It's about everybody and about everyone changing their views of how they eat and how they exercise, how important it is. So through Facebook, I've actually, you know, it's over 2,700 people now, and I'm hoping by the summer that I have 5,000 followers. So that's a big goal, but that's what I'm shooting for. But I really just want to change the mindset, I guess, is what I'm trying to do, is change the mindset of the way people think and the way that they feel what food does for them and what exercise does for them and how important it is that we eat the right foods and that we get the daily physical activity in.
I would totally agree with you. Well, I appreciate the time, and whatever we can do for you, we will do it, and we'll put a thing on our Facebook just advertising that you're going to be part of the movie, and good luck to you. I am so proud that you made it past the 2 years. That is such an important mark.
Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
You got it. Take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.